Welcome back to Dark Souls 3 All Bows and Crossbows Challenge. This time we are going to kill Yhorm using the wrong arrows. Yeah. So you pick up the Onislayer Greatbow, this one. Bad start to the fight, eh? Just outside the area, so it's obviously that FromSoft intends you to give this one a go on this boss. I mean, Onislayer, Oni is like demon in Japanese, and so Yhorm is kind of a demon, I guess, like similar to a Japanese. As with all of the not using the Storm Ruler easy mode attempts, which I've entirely forsworn. I am never going to use the Storm Ruler again. The key point is hit him in the head, like... Oh no, not like that. So, the trick is... Watch his attacks. Okay, sweep to the side with one hand, slam with one hand, and then two-hand him down like that, and that's when you go for it. Bing, got it. Roll to the side to avoid these two swipes. When he does the overhead slam, see, not that one. This one, overhead slam, two-hand it, step back a little bit, immediately go for the shot. Bang, got it. It doesn't work 100% of the time, but it works most of the time. And it's the same in the second phase, pretty much. Whenever he goes for anything two-handed, that's your window. Anything else, and then you'll probably miss or hit him not in the head, which doesn't do very much damage. There's one more key thing to remember. Open slam, two-handed, slam it down, immediately go for the shot. It'll take a few hits at the beginning of the fight before you eventually stagger him. After that, he staggers more quickly. One more thing you definitely need to consider, and a mistake I've actually made. There you go, staggered. Here, you've got to go for the weapon art. Otherwise, you only do about 200, 300 damage. If you do the weapon art, you get 1000 damage. I'm currently using the Onislayer arrows, but actually, there's absolutely no reason to use them. They just do less damage, and they don't seem to serve any benefit. I hear that they're quicker. See here, I got staggered already. I think because this one does a kind of cumulative big damage. It's 1012 damage. Other arrows will do about 1013 or 14. Yeah, it doesn't really make much difference, to be honest, when he's got as much health as this. The odd few honey here and there doesn't actually change all that much. So with Yhorm, you just get into the routine. Roll, 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 bait the overhead slam by getting a bit closer. You'll do the two-handed slam. As soon as that lands, set it up, run in, make sure you have enough time to get the weapon art. Now the thing with the weapon art is that it uses your FP, right? And obviously I don't have any Ashen Estus, so I can't recharge my FP. But what I'd actually done, because I fought him I think 3 times. The first time I ran out of arrows, so I had to kind of bone out. The second time I was going well, and I messed up. But the second time I was using my simple infused shield. It's surprising how easily you can actually block Yhorm's attacks with any kind of shield. You'd think it would just destroy you unless you were using a really strong shield, but no, not really. Plus, he hardly ever hits you. At this point, see, I realised I'm using the wrong shield, so I had to change my shield. This shield, because it's simple infused, it actually means that you slowly regenerate MP, and slowly regenerating is absolutely fine because you only hit it, you only need it, like those few windows like here. See, he wasn't stunned completely, so it only did 500 damage rather than 1000. You don't have a window to hit because I'm not using the Ashen Esters, I've got plenty of normal Esters. I probably want to be at full health. I believe I've got the yeah, I do. I have Lloyd's sword ring on, which is going to give me a slight benefit. There you see, double-handed slam. That was a window opportunity. It's basically the same thing in the second phase. Overhead slam, double hand. Him having fire all over him actually doesn't really change anything. See, I'm not going for Onislayer arrows anymore, and I'm doing 1400 damage rather than 1000 damage. So, yeah, I don't really see the point of the Onislayer arrows. Make sure you target his head. That was an Onislayer arrow, you see. I mean, I wanted to use the arrows. By the way, the lightning great arrows, I used them a few times against Aldrich, but they just did less damage. I didn't try them against Yhorm. I don't know if he's particularly vulnerable to lightning or not. Probably should have used them. Again, they're more expensive. I don't think they'd be worth it. See, it looks really hairy, but really it's not. His hitbox is actually quite small, so it's really quite easy to dodge. You do need to be a little bit closer. Here we go. When he starts two-handing it, if you're going to do a slam, it's the window opportunity. Don't hit him in the head, it just didn't stun him just yet. I recommend lock off when you roll through his legs and lock off again immediately so that you can face towards him. Two-handed, here we go. He's going to slam again. You need to roll back a little bit with that one because it does actually track a bit better. He's stunned again. Don't forget to go for weapon art. 1,400. So damage exactly was. It still takes a while, obviously, and yeah, it is more difficult than using the cheese ruler. You just have to bide your time on these ones. Like slide, side, there's no window opportunity here. I haven't worked out how I'm going to defeat him with normal weapons, except bows, sorcery and pyromancy or miracles. Lovely, stun. Another one, another opportunity. I think that missed just. You do need to go for that. You need to like get yourself ready to use your bow. Basically, as soon as the slam lands, you should be like hitting. Oh my. See, I don't know why I went for that really. That wasn't a window opportunity and I missed the head. Keep topped up with the sword ring. Adds a little extra damage. He got a tracks forward on that one, and I was too slow, you see. But notice how even though I messed up a bit, he still didn't get me. I have 8 Estus flasks left. He's going to do a two-handed slam. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yep. You can roll forward or backwards to avoid that. You miss. Your biggest danger in this fight is just losing concentration, getting greedy or getting careless. Just go to the side of that one. Sometimes if you stay close he will do a double-handed slam down and it's another window of opportunity, but it's also kind of risky if you're close to him when he goes for that. Yeah, double-handed slam. Coming up. Roll back. See, the slowness of the Greatbow is not necessarily a big disadvantage here. That only did 600 damage. Not quite sure why. Possibly I didn't have enough stamina when I went for the shot. The Greatbow does basically use all of your stamina in one go, especially the Dragonslayer Greatbow. I'm not sure if this one uses slightly less. The main difference with this bow is that it's a more dex scale weapon. Oh yeah, one thing, I had both of the bows, both of the Greatbows at +2, and then I didn't have any more Twinkling Titanite, and I'd used that unfortunately to upgrade a Black Knight sword that I was using to clear out the little enemies on the way to the boss rooms, which is a bit of a tactical error. So when it meant was when I killed him and I went back and killed the dancer, I went through Lothric Castle and picked up a few Twinkling Titanites. There's a few available there, and I used them to upgrade this bow to +3. And it meant that it out-damaged the Dragonslayer bow. I think I would have won the fight, still won the fight anyway. Obviously, you can only carry a total of, well, I guess 100 arrows would be maximum, which would be plenty. But if I want to use the Onislayer, you can only carry 30 Onislayer arrows and 50 of the regular great arrows. I pressed the wrong button there instead of. Getting my shield and hold it into first person mode. Very dangerous. See, I was a bit too close to him there. Again, complacency, carelessness is your biggest risk in this fight. And you have to keep in consideration because the whole fight will last you about 15 minutes. It's roughly the same as it took to do it with Black Flame, not Black Flame, Black Fireball. And it's actually a very similar strategy, except instead of throwing a fireball, you shoot the bow. In fact, the bow's probably slightly more difficult because of the wind-up time it has. I actually missed it, you see. That didn't seem to be a headshot. You get frustrated because he doesn't do the overhead slam. The second phase, this is actually your best chance. This double-handed sweep and then double-handed slam. This could be it. This could be it. Ooh, nearly, but I don't think I need to knock him out anymore. I think he's basically done with almost anything that I shoot him at this point. So I didn't need to wait. And I didn't go for the headshot anymore. So yeah, Yhorm the Giant with the Greatbow. It's not that difficult actually. It just takes a long time, and you need to be patient. Emma's going to talk to me now.
Unkindled one.
Oh, Unkindled One. I'm sorry, I already killed you.